brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. He's close to a 1st down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's into the end zone. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. At their own 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. On play action, Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Hurts will work here from the pistol. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. 3rd down. Hurts working in the pistol. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Hurts on 4th down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. score! A pick six for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Makes the score Saints 14, Saints 10. Harrison Hunter set to kick off.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Here's a designed run. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit. And
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
Jake Elliott set to
Third
kick
quarter
off.
set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
they're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Herbert to throw on second down. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well for a 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Herbert. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having...
That is caught. What a throw.
We're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So now it's Buckner following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll power ahead with Ham, the fullback. And he'll pick up 2, up to the 27.
Brings up second down.
They face second down and 7. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Caught by Saquon. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
The Saints will punt this one away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big deal on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they'll stretch it out to the sideline, but it'll be taken down for a loss.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him. And as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and defense is able to get home.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, New Orleans.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Now Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
And they'll get the timeout call here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they... First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked up by Javon Holland.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Worthy. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They're down and 3. Throwing again, Herbert. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from New Orleans after this. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's Good for a first down. Now Hurts will call his own number. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Now an option here, left side. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, what can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That is caught outline on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield. The motion man here is McClure. Off the play fake, Hurts. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Hurts working in the pistol. Going up top for Evans. I had defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. will work here from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
This one down the field for Firemove. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Hurts again. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Herbert. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Herbert to throw on second down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
They gain 18 yards on the ball. It's good for a Saints first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth.
And he will get into the end zone. Antonio Gates. Touchdown, New Orleans. Thanks so much for calling a 0-0 shutout. Finally, we get somebody on the board here to start the second half.
Yeah, what was a defensive battle, and you have to think, if you're the defensive coordinators at halftime, you're feeling pretty good about your game plan, probably not making a lot of adjustments. I'll be interested to see now, after allowing that early score, do they continue with what we saw up to this point, or do they have some wrinkles that they can throw to now try to slow down this offense here in the second half?
He'll get across the 20, walking down the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with a pass. It is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down. To throw is Hurts. Going up top for Evans. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guys to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
That's good for us Saints. First and 10 at the 16-yard
To throw
line.
is Herbert. That one, take it in. McConkey. Touchdown, Saints.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
On third down, here's Hurts. Rolling to the left. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' poke the dog with some bump. Aight, they gonna click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my put him in the stand. You keep off, that you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up, no.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep, downfield, as often as you can.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
Brings up a second down.
2nd down and 8. The motion man here is Bourne. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down. Up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up for thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On play action, it's Herbert. This one complete to Bourne. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st down, Jacksonville.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll be forced outright. And he kept that ball right as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Greek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. They snapping, they bang, tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I show
3rd and 6. Herbert to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with first and 10. Now it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now Herbert. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, but you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. The motion man here is Bourne. Now Herbert. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Third down, they need 5. The motion man here is Bourne. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming off the field.
This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Herbert now on first down. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. try the left side now. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it lines up incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. This is caught. He got the connection to cover. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Third and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's hauled in at the 2. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Saints will open up a 9-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A short one taken at the 10. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. It's Otten in motion. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a Jaguars first down. This has got this up to the 35. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go and the second half is underway. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 86 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, did they do that here with their kickoff winning return here for 6. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll take it at the 12. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And in motion is Ingram. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
To throw, it's Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. No play fake. Herbert. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
27 yards.
They've got it at the 8.
That's
First
good
down
for
and
our
goal.
Saints.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
The ball carried by number 24. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Herbert. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Antonio Gates. Touchdown Saints.
Oftentimes you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it. It results in a touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll grab it at the 12. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that block. They'll bring him down for a big loss. He'll look to throw. Out to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That deep for Olave. That's going to be incomplete. And the clock will stop in likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball
like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. All back here, get all back here, get back. I know as long as you get really and I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. When it that we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a strip rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Cook. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Throwing, Cook. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
36-yard line.
Back to throw, Cook. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable second and inches. Looking to throw. Cook. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Cook. He finds Boulder. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Lynch, left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Cook. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's Cook from the gun on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's only the 1st quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 6-0 our score after 1. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Cook from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the 13th time for Ray Lewis. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now it's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On a slant, here's Collins. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and we'll bring up 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Antonio Gates from 8 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Herbert going to keep it on his sweep. And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go. Line.
Here's Herbert. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Xavier Worthy from 17 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Cook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it is 28-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake. Cook. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Herbert now. For their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Kyle Van Noy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Banks. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Run down for a sack. A.J. Epinesa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll find Metcalf, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Catch is made by Metcalf. And we're inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise. We get whistles and a timeout on the field.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. And I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And he'll They'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. From 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
What a start for this defense, Mike. They talked all week about how important it was to win the turnover battle, and here they go. That's a big one and goes a long way towards accomplishing that goal.
Yeah, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets caught.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Saints first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Stop is made by Jaron Reed.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Herbert. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more than that. A first down on a gain of 11.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He's got his man. It's Nico Collins. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they go to work on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Ball at the 3. 2nd down and goal. Throwing again, Herbert. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, here's Darnold. Caught left side by Fant. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate all to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He gets back to his big target there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
18-yard line.
Darnold. This one caught just past the pylon. Fell off fast. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Saints going to use their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Herbert now on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. New Orleans, third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. The third quarter begins with a run. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for you.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
It's a gain of 10.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Herbert to the air again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That's complete on the tight end screen. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a 4. And he's going to have the first down just past the marker. It is first and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16. A bit tougher as they face second and goal. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now, here's second and goal. Play action now. It's Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Horton.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Well, nothing doing here. And I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now, on second and long. They'll drop to throw. There's fans open right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. Throwing on third down is Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That is hard down the field. He's got a gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
That's good.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up now for second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First time out Seahawks. That is their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point coming now from Brown. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Bell. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rolling to his right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little drawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. On any edge that you could create. But now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down. 60, ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready. 30. Cut.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
3-3. That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to the well again. And they take him down right along the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Here we go. Black, 95. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Saints' 24-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Love from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Set, ready, set.
Thrown on first down, Love. Gets this to Fant. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun now for Love. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Black. Steel, black. Ready.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
45, right.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Come on, right, 60 red, ready.
They're going to go. It's Love. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. So the defense holds, and that is our final highlight of the first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Nice play straight ahead. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Trying to sneak it, Herbert. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Okay, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, what you could do in second and short, they decided to just move those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first is Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of him.
Sending him on the dime. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Saints could break this tie for a halftime lead. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up first and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. There's a dive up the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do. And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Set, hut. 50. Ready?
This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play fake. It's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they send their back in motion right. Love on third and short. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on fourth and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
10 black.
Running back sent in motion. Once more, it's Love. This connects with Higgins. He goes out a little short of the 40. It's an 8-yard gain, but a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Ready. 45. Right. Ready.
Stick it in the air. Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Drill good down. Blaster 6.
Another try following the sack. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Come on, set. Right, white. Hut.
Third and long. Here's Love. And once again, they can't connect.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready?
They are going for this. It's Love. Gets it downfield, working left. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Just failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
First and 10, Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, they threw an extra defensive back or two out there hoping for an outcome just like this. That dime defense put bodies everywhere. No matter where the throw went, there was a defender around who could have tried making a play on it.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning left is their running back. First down throw, here's Love. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Use, yellow.
They kick the running back in motion.
Ready.
Love with it on first down. Puts some power on it, deep one left. And oh, he got it. Interception. Sean Murphy intended to pick it it's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Chase Brown now to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 37. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion left. 2nd and 6 now. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Ready, set.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Let's go now. Set.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Going back, gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 3rd down, Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. He's back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 10. And staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Herbert again. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert to throw once more. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can't happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. It's Herbert once more. Completed over the middle. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert to throw. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And the Ravens go in nickel, third down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Saints up by 6. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love out of the shotgun. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your reads from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
At the 16.
Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right.
It's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Here he is to throw. Setting up the screen. He's still going at the 30. Yeah, he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Rob, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The defense takes its third and final timeout.